Hooters Stories, the BuzzFeed Stories, doing this real fast. I'm not gonna do it like that because I know like we've been there and seen that. Like honestly, like most of the guys there, they're older. Like that's like their daughters. They're like their family to them. The regulars, but you're only allowed to be seen in uniform at the restaurant. No arriving in a restaurant. No leaving uniform. Definitely no lending the uniform to friends for Halloween costume parties. Girls usually actually get fired for this. Oh, it doesn't surprise me, but I think I'd go to work for being a sugar daddy for a rich ass bastard. Minimum you had to have blush, mascara, and lip gloss on, and hair had to be down and styled. Unless you were working the bar, then you can pull it back. Nails can only be red, pink, or a fresh manicure, but some of us got to label other colors because the managers typically work very over. I'm not surprised they're very strict, like makeup rules and everything else. We used to keep a law of shame in the kitchen when creepy notes or phone numbers guys would leave. Eventually, new manager would remove it, but it was a good laugh for the girls on a bad day. I want to hear some really good stories about that from some Hooters girls. That would be like really great. No, I really do because like, is my phone number on there? I think I might have done that like one time, but yeah, keep it because how much tips they're gonna make. Almost a bi-weekly basis, a secret shopper would come in, someone undercover the company, pretend to be a customer, and grade you. If you miss 2 steps, it's an automatic termination. I saw several great waitresses who got overshot, meaning they had too many tables at once, and weren't able to follow the procedure in a timely manner. On the table, the secret procedure, and poof, they were gone. Damn, that's so fucking strict. It's like you're judging on the curve. We all had to wear push-up bras, stuffed socks, and then to make our breast pillar so much bigger. We know half of them are like silicone. We contest to see who can sell the most Hooters gear. We didn't get commission or anything with their prizes, so good at getting customers to buy merchandise. They get in the back for me. I had like 12 Hooters fleeces. We usually had to wear shirts and calendars. I always wrote hugs and Hooters, and I would definitely go work as a sugar daddy. They're not into that. I mean, who wouldn't let up if you were a girl and like have a guy in the 70s like, here's an automatic check, $10,000. Here's an automatic check, $10,000. Yeah. Once a guy in the 70s would come to Hooters and order the pill and eat shrimp. Here's the weird part: you happen to be his waitress, he would offer you $100 just to peel the shrimp for him at the table. Sure, it's weird, but probably the easiest $100 you ever make. Well, we know what he's doing. He's like bending and diving. He likes that. Oh my god. He's been in and diving on that. He's like looking down her. He's looking down her shoulders. He's like looking down everything else. We had one regular who was a penny host finish and would offer to pay us like $35 for these pairs. Yeah. And I guess not a lot of girls like would do that with baseball players. Did that get their sending their underwear to like them. And okay, every shift we get a free meal and around 30% of additional items. A couple of girls in particular that would order links for a meal and 1 or 2 slices of cake. Because these girls like game, they changed the food options that we could order for a free lunch. We're no longer going to eat wings, instead it was just salads and wraps. That's kind of sad because, like, that could get them in trouble with, like, lawyers because of the discrimination policy now. But that's really true. They have, like, definitely a fucking, like, tough grade on what they get to eat. I don't mind the flirting with tables full of guys. It was always the couples coming in that made me feel uncomfortable. I had my fair share of couples looking for a third for a night. That's where you reach the really freaky level. Nothing wrong with like the twosome with the threesome. Yeah, that's where it gets really fucking freaky. We did pickle races where a girl would put a pickle spear in her mouth and then run and put it in another girl's mouth, relaced down across the restaurant. In a location, you get to late warnings and then you're fired. If you got pregnant, they had special uniforms. Yeah, that's the late policy. Discrimination against them. Many more UC nights than most many friends made 2 weeks at restaurants. WWE nights, however, usually a bus. Customers are sitting in your section for 4 hours, order a water. And leave maybe $1 tip. UFC fans are better than WWE fans. That's because WWE shit's fake. UFC pay-per-views make money. Which is what I try to do when I used to work at. I'd say, why don't you get the pay-per-view, the fights and stuff. Drama, whatever. Part of your employment contract is working with the city company for sexual harassment is your considered environment that almost encourages that kind of behavior. If you get a grievance, you get a Hooters court, basically arbitration where other Hooters and boys serve as a jury and render the verdict. This resulted in misgrading and bearing water behavior Nelly wouldn't tolerate today. Sexual harassment policy. Wait till you go to the Supreme Court. Yes. Yeah. The tights we door were super flammable to the point where those of us in uniform will not put them the tin varieties in the grill. I don't know, it was flammable with some of those guys like, yeah. And then relieves. Every day I had to cover my tattoos and makeup was coming off the tattoo. I had to go back and apply more. Yeah. This was a tattoo policy. Like at Twin Peaks, it's like, I don't understand. They should like do a foul, like not firing somebody for that. Oh my god. I applied there years ago and I got this job. I'll never forget how the manager asked me what size uniform I went. And I said the medium would be okay for me. Everybody know I'll give you a smile. He also took a photo of me and when I asked Eli, said, just a reminder that 6 months from now I changed. He sent me this photo of the person he hired. Well, you know why he was observing. yeah. Can I observe? Or the Hooters from 1999 2005. It was one of the most fun times of my life. I made tons of friends who saved me through thick and thin. It was like a sorority. I did not have to pay for it. This is so much true because like they hang out like they stick together. We took pictures with people a lot and babies for some reason. Actually, true is that this is really actually a very PG family restaurant. Very PG. Only except for guys who were obsessed with not wanting their daughter to work there. A lot of us hated doing the big birthday, bachelor party, divorcee, announcement sign. If you're willing to do it, you can make extra tips for girls or whatever. We would pay you to do it for them so they didn't have to. The tips they get when older men there. Oh man, those tips. No, literally, those tips. One of the creepiest things about Hooters, while many men would bring their kids for a family bonding experience, aka basically teaching their sons to sexually utilize women. This reminds me of like Joe Kennedy, how like he would like used to like he got JFK to like lose it when he was like 18 years old and took him to like a whorehouse in like Harlem and said, "Here, you just go get it." Still like whatever. Worked there for a year. It's really not a bad experience. Yes, there's some creeps, but overall the environment was fun. Plenty of creeps in life though. You were encouraged to sit down and out and hang out with customers. It's an easy job. As a result, I never worked in a restaurant because I've been way more uptight. Actually, probably one of the more funnest places to work at, it seems like, because they have so much fun. We had a regular came in and had an entire photo album of pictures with him and Hooters Girls around the country. Yeah, let's see. Managers and co-workers always escorted his car. Sometimes girls would have people hang out waiting for them to get off. Yeah. Secret admirers. Very secret admirers. Watch on that. And personally, the funnest one I heard was a couple of them. I don't know what it was. The one of them in Concord, they were both like drunk and like they ran. It was like UFC night, fight night. And they got drunk and like they drove and ran their cars and tried. But that's some Hooters stories.